Hello, you're watching Much Ado About Something, and I'm Donna. Well, this is November. It's the first day of Thanksgiving week, so Thanksgiving is this Thursday. I'm out here just feeding the animals and catching up a little bit on our little micro farm, as I call it. Checking on our little rabbits. No matter what size little farm or homestead that you have, chickens have to be fed whether it's Thanksgiving or not, whether it's a holiday or not. The chores and the feeding and all those things have to be done. Most of our hens like to lay in one nesting box. We're not sure why. Egg production will start slowing down because the daylight's shorter and it'll be colder weather, so we won't be getting as many eggs. Well, Donald and I have been making a conscious effort to eat out of our freezer before we buy or open anything new. I'm going to make beef stew today, so I've got some vegetables out of the freezer that I'll be using. And Thanksgiving is coming up, and even though I'm not cooking for a crowd, I probably will make something around here for me and Donald, just a little bit to eat. And this is pumpkin that I had from last year, so I'm sure to go ahead and get out all of the pumpkin that I had last year. I've got sourdough starter laid out, and I've got a lot going on here. I've got lunch and dinner ingredients that I'm going to meld with. I'm going to put this in the refrigerator and use this in my recipes. I also have some apples to do that with and some peaches. I'll be making an apple cake, so I'm going to go ahead and use the apples that I had in the freezer and make an effort to go ahead and use the things up in the freezer before I buy or open up anything else. That's how me and Donald do it around here, to make sure we use up all of the stuff that we've worked so hard to put up. Over here I got a few little Christmas things I'll be decorating the day after Thanksgiving. Tomorrow I'll be making a video, and the name of the video is What is Homesteading? And I'll be posting that on Wednesday. So if you're interested in that, that'll be posted Wednesday. And it's part of a collaboration hosted by Lynn Guitar. And she is Over the Channel Bucket List Homestead. And so I have been invited to join her channel, and I look forward to that, collabing with her and sharing with you what homesteading means to me. And I may show things that you've never saw in that video, things that I've never shared with you before. I might show my extended permanent pantry that's downstairs, and I might just show a few clips of that and include that in that video. But if you're interested in that kind of thing, I wish you would join me, and be sure to subscribe so that you can watch all of the videos. Well, I've been laying out this food out of the freezer so we can eat it first before the end of the year and get it used up before I add any more. We still have the kids' pumpkins over here in the floor, and they are going to want to cook those. If you're familiar, then you know we grew a little pumpkin for each one of the grandkids. The other kids took theirs home. But this is David's little pumpkin, Bumpy. We'll have that and get the seeds out and cook that. Here's Ellie's little pumpkin that she picked out. And then I got 2 more pumpkins that I'll be cooking. We don't waste these. We eat these. I'll split them apart, keep the stems for my little pumpkins I make next year, bake these in the oven until they're tender, and then usually I puree them and put them in the freezer. And then we lay them out and eat them all year. I measure them out, how many cups. I think this one is just 1 cup, and this one is 2 cups. And like this is the last of last year's pumpkins, so I'm going to eat them first, and then the new pumpkins will go in the freezer to be used over the coming year. They'll be made pumpkin bread, pumpkin muffins, pumpkin pancakes, and we'll use those up. Same with the apples. These are last year's apples, the last of them. Got those out of the freezer, and so I'll be cooking those up soon. Maybe make some pie fillings so that I'll have those on hand to make fried apple pies with. I got this butternut squash that I want to cook and have it. So that's some catch-up work that I've got to do. Some little piddly things. There's 1,001 little piddly things that I have to do around here to get caught up. First of all, always is to feed the animals, or make sure that if there's kids here that there's stuff prepared for them to eat. I'll have beef stew tonight for Donald's dinner, for our dinner. And then I'm just here catching up on all the rest of this stuff, planning on. And Mama is still in the hospital. She didn't get out on her expected discharge date, but she is getting out today. So there might be some things that I'll need to help with that coming up. But it looks like it's going to be a busy Thanksgiving weekend. I do not have children today. This is Monday. I usually don't have children on Monday. And so I have tried to get things done. I'll have to plan for the Christmas decorating in just a few days. I'll be putting up all of the Thanksgiving decorations. But I'm going to take the time to thoroughly enjoy Thanksgiving before I move on to Christmas, because Thanksgiving's important to me. I am thankful, and I like to take the day to celebrate it. And of course, you can do whatever you choose to do. There's nothing wrong with celebrating Thanksgiving with a Christmas tree up, right? Or celebrating it decorated for Christmas, because that's beautiful, and we can be thankful any time of the year. But for me, I just have to take it at a slower pace. I have to enjoy Thanksgiving and then glide into Christmas. It's just the way it's always been. But I will be putting my Christmas tree up and doing that, decorating for Christmas the day after Thanksgiving. Well, thank you for joining me today. Not a lot going on here today. I thought I'd share with you what I did have. Thank you for joining me, and like always, until next time.